Peace, family. A quick class on everything in our reality must adhere to the laws of three. All right. I always tell you, man, there's an order. It's a natural order. And the laws of three, I'm gonna let Gia channel explain it to you. I told you. Anybody that listens about the power of 3, 6, and 9. This is a frequency, energy, and vibration. But I want y'all to hear it for yourselves from the man.
There are 3 dimensions of space and 3 durations of time. In other words, everything that enters into the manifest world must adhere to the law of 3. There is no such thing in the physical world as 2 dimensions. Everything in the physical manifestation has height, width, and a thickness. No matter how thin that thickness may be, there is nothing that does not have thickness. This is the prerequisite of the manifest world. We symbolize a 2-dimensional world with drawings, and we think about it so we can conceive of a 2-dimensional reality. It exists, but for it to manifest, it must be 3D and must have a time duration of either beginning, middle, and end, or before, during, and after. These are the 3 dimensions of time. These are the prerequisites. That's how our life is arranged. This is the requirement. 3 dimensions and 3 durations is the requirement of a manifest being. That is the difference between existence and manifestation. There are things that exist that are unmanifest. Pythagoras specified that in terms of the world of number, there are whole numbers belonging to the manifest world and the world of irrational numbers, that is a world of unresolvable continual decimals. Remember, all the roots of the key numbers are irrational. They exist, they have an existence, but they do not have a manifestation. They exist only in the mind. The mind conceives in the 2-dimensional world, and it perceives in the 3-dimensional world. This is very important to understand about the way we think, because we must make that differentiation. What really exists and what is actually manifest. 3 dimensions plus duration creates a 4-fold reality, and that is the nature of the manifest world, the number 4. That's the division you have to have in the manifest world, 4 directions or orientations, because it's occurring in both space and time. The square root of 3 is 1.72, and then it goes on infinitely. It's not perceivable. It's not reducible to whole numbers. 3 is, its root isn't. Very often, all the key formative numbers of sound and embodiment have an irrational root that it belongs to. Everything in manifestation adheres to the law of before and after. In other words, it's implicit in the 3 durations. This is the idea of death. Something begins and something ends. The purely existent world does not have a beginning or an ending. No matter whatever happens, wherever there is a manifestation of 3 of anything, it has a root that will exist forever.
Wow!
In Indian philosophy, they associate the existent level as being the domain of time, while the manifest level requires a space, a spatial location. For space to be manifest, for it to be a determined space, it needs to adhere to 4 directions. Space has the requirements of back and front, left and right, top and bottom, and most importantly, with space, you always have an inside and an outside. Once you fulfill those requirements, you're in a manifest world. Space's domain is the manifest, and time, which is something that we measure, but we never really know what it is, exists. You can imagine a realm that is not manifest but exists, but you cannot imagine a manifestation that does not pre-exist or have its elements pre-exist. That's why the Yuga system is the primary teaching found in India. They do not give a hierarchical priority to time and space, but they give it a successional priority. Time and the structuring of time must occur before there's any structuring in space.
Wow! So much has got downloaded, especially now when we say standing on your square. And wow, man. And dot your T's and cross. What is it? No, cross your T's and dot your I's. Ah, man, signs and symbols are for the subconscious mind. So, I was just thinking about the frequency, energy, and vibration, 3, 6, and 9. But I know that 3 can go on for infinite. But I also didn't know that you can make numbers up as well, because it could fit and just keep going on and on and on and on. Ah, that's beautiful. I mean, I don't know if y'all understand, but it's okay. Um, one time for the one time, the class, man. Go to that, subscribe to that channel, man. Um, if you like esoteric or just want to learn, the Gia channel. And I don't know if it's Gaia or Gia, but I know one of them is a Roman god, and one is an ancient word for earth. But anyway, I went over the minutes. I hope y'all enjoyed that and really processed that. We make our this reality. You know what I'm saying? The reality that you perceive, and we've been indoctrinated with a lot of false things that we make into reality. So wow, it's not deep, but it is deep. And like I had a situation today where my somebody got upset, not with me, but just I guess that traffic or whatever, and maybe he didn't want to put that energy around me, but it just was weird how we perceive things in our imagination, and once we got it, we running with it, and we need to learn how to process and manifest the things that we want. And that's what one time I'm glad I everything is adding up. I'm going with the universe, and the universe hasn't stirred me wrong, right, Daddy? Mama, and my mother and my father, my framer and my shaper. One time for the one time.